Hey, AVAM here. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dragon's Dogma. Last episode, we slayed a Hydra. We saved Kina from the Witchwood Forest. And now, we're going to go and get that Soren head. Or get the Hydra head, to Grand Soren to see what we can do. Maybe make the Duke like us? Even though we all know he's a terrible, terrible person. But let's drop off a couple things while we're here, and then we're going to make our way to Grand Soren.
Well, Madeline, this is...
Oi, good Fisher. It is a matter of warding the village from crime.
Not now.
Another... Still, no.
It will be for another time.
As you
but
will.
Thank you. As we do, we're going to deposit our things. Rusted daggers. That's gonna go. What'd you pick up? Cedar branches, huh? We pick up some of the weirdest things. Alright, so now we have all this done and we're good. This is Madeline. Again, we're gonna get more into these side quests in the 0 to 200 playthrough, but you see there are many side quests to be done, and we are gonna go through all of them, so it'll be amazing. Can't wait for that one, but first I want to get the Bitterblack Isle out of the way. We're gonna take on Damon in both forms. I'm probably gonna also take on Death for you, so there will be a couple of videos of Bitterblack Isle. It's not gonna be a one-day thing, because I am going to kill Death as well. The enemies in Bitterblack Isle are incredibly powerful. And they will make short work of you if you're not careful. So we will want to take some wake stones with us to help us through. But right now we're making our way back to the encampment so that we can take the Hydra head to Grand Soren. Let's go. We have to meet at the Way Castle.
Built to keep out goblins, I should think.
In the speed run, we're just gonna really be moving along.
This encampment serves as a fine bulwark against monsters.
Because it's been a while since I've done a speed run. I had to do one to get a trophy for it, and I've platinumed this game.
We need but take this road north to find Grand Soren.
3 times. Twice on PlayStation 3 because I changed over. Oh no, it's only been twice, but I did have to do it again because my save was corrupted. And I had to go 0 to 200. I've done 0 to 200 3 times. So this next run's going to be the 4th one. We're just going to run past these. No thanks, I'm full. But I have platinumed the game twice, once on PlayStation 4 and once on PlayStation 3. It is actually a enjoyable platinum to get. I wouldn't say easy, but it's an enjoyable platinum. There's the Hydra head.
I trust you rested well, given the hour. Our reason arose late this day, eh?
Let's go.
For the capital, men. Like as not, the cart will draw beasts along the way. But fear not. We walk with the Arisen, Slayer of Hydras.
And many other things, just so you're fair. So if you come up here before that, you can't go any further. That gate is locked.
quite the grand structure. A way castle, perhaps?
You can... it'll say kick. You can do that to speed up the cart for a short period of time, but remember, the beast pulling the cart does have a life bar. You can go ahead of it as well, but you want to make sure that everything is cleared out of the way. That was the quest we picked up to slay 25 goblins, so we've done that.
What else would you expect with my
We
help?
are going to do
Turn to harpies.
many of the quest board quests as well in the 0 to 200 playthrough, so I mean this is going to be complete. There is going to be a lot of time spent gaining experience, enhancing weapons, tips and tricks. It's going to be a very complete playthrough, so it will take some time. But I look forward to having all of you join me on this trip.
Be careful.
Harpy! Did it! What else would
Did
you
it.
expect with my help?
With your help... Okay, maybe, because apparently my aim is terrible.
Beware the harpy storm! There's no way we could have lost strength in numbers, Arisen.
I'll take that.
We'll be able to look at the areas like this. We don't have to go down that way. I will show you all the little side areas. There is so much hidden stuff in this game. But I have put quite some time into it over the years, and I look forward to sharing all of that with you.
Strength in numbers. There's no way we could have lost to that.
Capcom does make games that you can put a lot of time
With
into.
my help.
I like that.
Old texts claim the roads twixt Gran Soren and Cassidy's were once well traveled.
What's this? Stay vigilant. There's yet a ways to go.
Okay. We're going to come up against wolves. This trip to
Wolves hunt in packs.
Gran Soren with the Hydra
I keep watch. Watch
is
enemy.
really an introduction to a lot of
It's over.
enemies as well as mechanics. So you'll see how the game plays out differently when the levels are lower. And honestly,
So many twists.
it's
hard to
very
see what
worth
lies ahead.
picking this game up from the Xbox store, from the PlayStation store, on the PC,
What else would you
whatever you
expect with
want.
my help?
Play along with me. Hopefully I can help you get through some of the areas you may be struggling with some tips and tactics, or, you know, I hope you just enjoy watching it as a series, because I certainly enjoy playing it. We're gonna, so you can find these rocks up above that do fall on you. There's nothing that doesn't, well, some of the physics is weird, but I mean, a lot of it is present. Like, here's a rock that will fall on you. Well, we can get rid of that up here. You know, so you don't have to worry about it falling on you. It allows for a lot of things. Now, there's another one. So now when we go that way, the rocks aren't going to fall. But we better get down there because that cart is still going. Slow as ever, but still going. What did they do? Stop for a break? Jeez. Here, let's move you along. Now, just so you know, no one advocates animal cruelty of any kind. So kicking that to make it move faster is not a personal preference. It's a gameplay preference. And as we see, in this game, and you've seen from other playthroughs, people don't really care for these beasts because I've climbed on it to ride it, and the pawns strike it down with lightning. They're like, oh no, we must save the Arisen. So, not the views of AVAM and his team. Just gameplay mechanics. It moves so slow. But again, this part was designed to introduce you to enemies and protection.
Keep watch for falling rocks on the path ahead, Captain.
That's okay. I took care of most of them. So that's why it plays out in such a way. We're just starting out, so thank you for all the support. If you enjoy it, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, add a voice among many, turn on your notifications. I am trying to get these videos up very quickly for everybody to enjoy because I figured I'd come back to this. And, there's a rock. Didn't look at that one. I've been enjoying playing these for you, and I hope you're all enjoying watching them as well.
Place to lie in ambush, Arisen.
I cannot wait for the second Dragon's Dogma, which is finally going to be released in 2024. I can't wait to put another 600 or more hours into that one as well. I am greatly looking forward to that. As you can see, now I know the equipment from playing the game as much as I have. The pawn, Pyrie, has a lot of the same armor and outfit that my pawn, Dark Bunny, has, which means they have also spent a lot of time in Bitterblack Isle and farmed, because a lot of the chests in Bitterblack Isle are based on percentages, so you might have to go back time and time again because there may be a 1 in 20% chance that something will show up in a chest. And
It's within striking range. This is Harpy.
I've done it just to get the best armor. This area, when you're lower level, can be a little overwhelming because they run to the cart like this, and these people, they don't really know how to do anything. You know, these are the professional trained military
Press onward.
of Grand Soren, and they're like, oh no, wolf! It is a thing. It is a thing.
What sort of place is Grand Soren? I am eager to see it.
So here, we've passed through this in other episodes, and you've seen it. That gate's open. We're going to open that gate now. The suspense. The suspense. Wait till you see me open the gate. There won't be a dry eye in the house. There's going to be goblins here.
Careful, a goblin.
Hopefully, the pop-in doesn't exist in the new Dragon's Dogma, because it is. You can be surprised by enemies, quote unquote.
Watch for a goblin ambush.
Here's a very
ahead.
secure gate. When you get to it and it's locked, the lever happens to be on this side, so I guess it's protecting people from coming from the capital, but the Goblin in the Horn is the leader. They become disorganized if you take the leader out.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still. It was a fine scrap, if I may say so myself. This looks interesting.
When we get to Bitterblack Isle, you're going to see a lot of
This place must have seen
new enemies that don't exist anywhere else. But once you defeat it, why? Why would you do that? Always watch out for these goblins here. Not like they do anything, but as I say before, it cracks me up. There's one hidden behind this bush around the corner here, and thinks it can surprise you. So
What else would you expect?
the canyon floor is an apt spot to find ourselves surrounded.
now it won't surprise you anymore. They think they're sneaky, hiding in the bushes like that. The AI is not terrible, to be honest with you. They show some realistic reactions, like if they know you're incredibly overpowered, some may run. The Grim Goblins that we faced in the Everfall in post-game, they don't run. They will gang up, and they are one that in numbers just can be annoying, even when your character is high leveled, because they still can cause damage. They can still stagger you. You know, it still looks good even after all this time. I am not displeased. I don't look at this and go, ew, that's disgusting. No, it's still enjoyable to look at because...
They're armed, Master.
Remember, times change, but when you look at this from what it was when it was released in...
We are nearly there, men.
Originally, it was just such a beautiful game, and it's still a joy to play, which is why I think it's so great that it still holds up.
We have triumphed.
Strength in numbers arisen.
All right, let's find our cart that's still making its way down here. I'd like it to move faster, but as I said, I do not promote animal cruelty in any way, so we're just going to let it walk its way. There's the Hydra head. Such a noble, noble animal. Just does its duty.
Capital of Grances. Shall we enter, Arisen?
Deals with what it's charged with. Unwavering. Look at that. 10 points for that dismount. Got dark pretty quick, didn't it? Here we are, finally at the capital. There we go.
We've arrived. Well done, men.
Thank you.
A Hydra's head is a fine prize. His Grace will be pleased. Walk proud through these streets.
All right. So here we are. We're going to get into Grand Soren. We're not doing any side missions. That is coming up in a short amount of time, few days from now.
This way,
After I finish Bitterblack Isle and do a any percent speed run of this, I want to see how fast I can get it done with the OP character. The OPOG. And then we're going to start a 0 to 200 run, which will be going out on Twitch and up on YouTube. So join me at either locations. Join me at both. I'd be glad to have you. There's Mason in the background. He's an important ally to have.
Fortunes, I am called Mason. Now you're come to the capital, and my word to you, begin with the pawns. Their kind.
I don't need to begin with the pawns. I have what I have. Madeline made it here without my help, but it makes a big difference. If you help her, different things happen, but we will work with that later.
I hope this. Oh, you wish to learn? Then the show. There you just have your pick.
Tells us about the Pawn Guild. But right now, we're going to change vocation. Because I'm changing to an assassin, which cost me 0 rift crystals because of my rank in it. And then we're going to set... We're not going to change the equipment yet, but we're going to learn her set skills. So with the sword, I use Burst Strike, Dire Gouge, and I think we're going to go with the Great Window. And then with the bow, 5-fold Flurry, Mighty Bend, And then I always set Lycian Strike because it's like having a scope there. So I do have to change my equipment. My augments are good. Let's check out what we want for our mage. We want High Angle, High Levin, and High Brontide. This is setting yourself up for... Again, this is the way I play. But I have found that these work. Because you got fire. Yeah, we're going to use those. We're just going to go with them. So you want High Anodyne. That's your healing. And then I always add Fire Affinity and High Frigger. Fire Affinity works on a lot of enemies. Now, my... And we want to send the augments as well. And for that, you earn these as you go along, by the way. So, duration of curative magic. Reduces damage sustained from magic attacks. Then I want perpetuation. Causes enchantments, so that's when they enchant your weapons. They'll last longer. Attunement. Inflection and intervention. And I always put them in this order because I do. Because I think that's the way that I earned them. And just the way that I put them on. So inflection halves the severity of wounds you sustain. Because casting spells takes a while for your mage or your sorcerer. So this is a useful one that can help you keep your casting. And if you do get hit with something big when you're fighting the larger enemies, it's something that will help you out. And then intervention reduces cumulative damage when you are debilitated by the 5 arch magics. So that sets up both my main pawn and the Arisen. Because the thing about it, those are the only ones that I have control over. When you change your character over, you do have to put your equipment back on. So let's get ready. Now that I have changed to an assassin, now I do have less strength with this weapon as far as just a base strength attack, but it brings my magic attack up. With these have a higher base attack, but no magic attack unless they are enchanted. But this one has a holy enchantment, so of course I take that one. I like that sword. Got that in Bitterblack Isle. Hopefully we will get that back in the 0 to 200 playthrough, and you'll see me go do it all again. So we'll put all these things back on. There's going to be so much to play through in the 0 to 200 playthrough. You will really see what this game has to offer, and I can't wait for you all to join me in that. All right, now we are ready. We are ready. This is what we look like. So we have to visit the Pawn Guild. We're not going to do that because that's going to be for the 0 to 200 playthrough along with other things. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to cut this episode out right now. And when we return, we're going to Bitterblack Isle. It is time. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today, and I will see you in the next episode. Follow me on Twitch. Check out my YouTube channel at A Voice Among Many. Turn on those notifications, and you will see when all the new content drops. AVAM says thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. We're on.